Hi guys, welcome to my first video tutorial. What we're going to do today is something that doesn't require stamps yet, because I know a lot of you are just starting out and it takes time to build your stamp collection, right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to build this pumpkin. Pumpkin is great for Halloween. It's also great for Thanksgiving place settings. We're also going to make a little tag on it. I'll show you how to make these place settings. This one is made out of normal cardstock. What we're going to be using today is our crushed curry cardstock, just to show you what a little bit of designer paper will do. We need 11 pieces cut by 5.5 by 1. These grids are great because you can measure right on it. What you're going to do is you're going to line them up all evenly, and you're going to, I've done it already here, but you're going to measure, because you're going to punch a hole here with your crocodile. I like to think that I can get it right on there in the middle, but I never can. So you're going to mark it about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch in, not too far to the edge, because when you're going to be pulling, so you don't want it too close to the edge, because it'll just break the paper. You need this part here for reinforcement. So you're just going to make a little dot, and you're going to punch your holes with your crocodile through it. I use the bigger hole so I don't have a problem getting my ribbon through. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon, and you're going to poke a hole with the smaller side right in there. What this does is this gives you a chance to put your brad through. Once again, because ribbon frays, you don't want it too close to the edge. Put your brad in there. So you're going to take, I use a crochet hook, use whatever you want to, or if you're one of those people with steady hands that can just kind of get it through there, that's great. So you're going to put your ribbon through. Now here's the part that you're going to put this in. You're putting the brad through the hole as well, pulling it a little, but don't pull so tight yet, because you want to open this brad up. This brad is going to anchor it, so when you pull on it, your ribbon doesn't come through. That's why you don't want this too short, because then it might just rip through. Now you're going to take it, turn it around, and you're going to repeat the process. And you're going to put the ribbon through the hole here. Now, notice once you pull, keep pulling that ribbon, that's what's going to happen. Now, we don't want it too tight, so because this is going to form our pumpkin. So I'm holding it here. I'm just holding it here. And you're going to start fanning out your pumpkin. Just giving it some space there, pulling things apart. Just basically don't worry about getting everything perfect right away. Then you're going to pull it tighter. Now, I think the rounder you have it, the more pumpkin-like it looks. Flatten it down, kind of looks like a squash or a gourd. Sorry, that's my dog barking. Once you've kind of got it where you want it, you're going to take this ribbon and tie a knot, and push it down. Sorry, that's Bob in the background. Any of you have been to my classes, you've met Bob. Now don't trim it down right to the edge, because this is also going to be your stem. So there you go. And you just move your pumpkin around here. So you just play with it and get it how many pieces you want there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the leaf. So we have a stem. So this is our Always Artichoke ribbon. So I'm using their Always Artichoke. Now remember, because our colors are coordinated in the family colors, if you use the green that's in that family color, you don't have to worry about what green goes with what. I showed you this for an example, that this was a bright green, and it just doesn't flow as well with the product. So if you stay in the family color, you should be safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper, I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to, I'll draw it on so you can see first. I'm cutting out a leaf. So here I go. And I'm cutting out the leaf, and all this does is it just makes sure that it's symmetrical, and also gives you that crease kind of in the, that's in the middle of a leaf anyway. So I'm going to do it again. Now I want you to notice the difference of it when I fold down hard. Sorry, for some reason my bone folder isn't here, but there it is. So I want you to notice the difference of what this bone folder does. So I'm not going to draw it this time. Just going to cut it, and it gives it that nice crisp center as opposed to not. It's just a crystalline instead of some waves. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit this into my crimper. Little lines there, put it in, no matter which way. I like to go a few times. Comes out crimped. Love this idea. Wish I could say I came up with it, but I didn't. And I crimp it. And now here are my leaves. 1 and 2. So, and I will be placing those on. What you can also do is I'm going to take a piece of my always artichoke again. I'm going to cut it. I don't have a specific length. I'm going to cut little lines down. Not all the way to the bottom because we do need a spot for it to adhere to. You can wrap it around a pencil, you can wrap it around this. I'm using my crochet hook because my crochet hook happens to be here. What you do is you wrap it around, even if you just want to curl it with your hand. But I like this. Maybe one way, one the other way. And what we're doing is we're kind of curling it. So you're just going to wrap it around, and it gives us these curls. So if you start down here, you can kind of roll it up, and it gives it curly curls. And I'm going to use this one to make a small one. Start at the bottom, curl, curl. The smaller your circle is, obviously, the smaller the curls are going to be, right? I'm going to redo this one here, excuse me. Maybe if you don't like something, change it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere my leaves with some dimensionals. I'm going to put the big leaf down. Try and move it the other way. And then I'm going to take another dimensional. You can use glue dots if you want to. And put it down here. And so now I've got my leaf. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a dimensional here. And put it on my pumpkin. Put my fingers underneath there. Arrange it around my stems. Pull it out. Arrange it. And there you go. There's your pumpkin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this video, and my next video will be how to make the tag to make this into a place setting. Okay, have fun. Bye-bye.